Friday, sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers. Eddie Pinheiro about set to get us going, and we are underway here in Charlotte. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where... if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Get 300! Get 300! Yeah, this.
First play and a first throw for Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. In motion comes the tight end left. To try again after the sack. Rodgers toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Inside. Hey, take 26. Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Here's Rodgers. That's taken in by Watson. So the completion good for 7 there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only given. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Times when we talk with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things. Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Crosby is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 82 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get sixes, that's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup of 38. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Corral looking to throw it. And that'll be caught downfield by Chenault. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Ready up!
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Corral. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Terrace Marshall, 27 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 26. Look at here.
Rodgers now on 1st down. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Hey, 88. Go to 50. Inside. Hey, take 26. Back north. Look at this.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he's going to have a 1st down here. They're also into field goal range at the 28. Rodgers again now. And he fires one that's intercepted. picked off by Travis Carey. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. From just inside the 20, a short kick. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Corral's throw complete there to Moore. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. First down. Here's Corral with it. This is Smith with a grab. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On second and goal, Corral. Touchdown, Panthers. Chuba Hubbard from 4 yards out. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Big 30.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
Get 300. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Hey, take 26.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers finding Christian Watson. And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
From the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Corral to throw on 1st and 10. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Trap 60. Trap 60. Check.
On 2nd down, here's Corral. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage, completion-wise, way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, Corral. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Marshall. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Corral. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there, because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll run it with Jones. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on fourth down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Inside. Hey, take 26. Back north. Jump out. Scan 300. Scan 300. Yeah, this.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now it's Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. The 40, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Packers. Allen Lazard, 78 yards. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Corral. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Corral going to look to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw is Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. So a big spot now for Crosby, but he's been here before. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So with just a second to play, we'd have to see something crazy here for them to have a chance. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off,
But they do know that in the future, they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley. Up on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
This could be the turning point.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, 88.
Rodgers going to the air to start things out. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
33 yards that time.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
On first down, Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Hey, take 26.
Rodgers to throw once more. This is caught. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 3, second and a yard. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at the 31-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Hey, gun.
Now Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Rodgers now on first down. A check down here to Jones. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Aaron Jones, not one of the bigger backs in the league, 5'9", 208, but he's definitely what you'd call a downhill runner. And he's able to shed the tacklers there for touchdowns. And the Packers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Well, fellas, here we go.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 71 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, there was no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. Gold now out to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
Completes it again to Dobbs. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Dobbs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Now Crosby for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, And they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up? Because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellas up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Twenty-one. Here we go.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 86 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
11.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
65.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
1, Omaha. 2.
Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Down inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Niners are back within a score. Gold with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Here's Pat O'Donnell on now to punt it away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
I got you.
On first down, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
21,
After the
21.
incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second and 10.
21. 21. Flag! Hey, John.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all
21.
on 1 throw right there.
I got this. Clock!
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. From just inside the 20, a short kick and a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Another run with... They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
13, 21, 21. Go ahead.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. And some room to work. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All of them kind of moving as one, and look at the end result. Big plays.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
Hey, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, he hits Dobbs on the crosser. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And inside give to Jones. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, Liz. Box it.
Here's Rodgers. That's taken in by Watson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Hey, take 26, take 30. Take Mike. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, quick hitter here, it's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Jumbo! Hey, 88.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Jones has it over the middle. Touchdown. Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Crosby connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
One, Omaha. Two.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Two. ALA. 21. 11.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here we go.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
12, fellas, here we go. Hey, gun. 21. Here we go.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
I got this. Six.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's got room. Past the 20. 5 touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 44 yards. The fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. They find some open field here. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Hey, take 26. Here we go.
Now Rodgers. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. And this is taken in at the 5. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, 39 yards. And the Packers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Here we go.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Slide boost. Ready?
Lance looking to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward. into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
21.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
11.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Pass complete, Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go. One, Omaha. Flag! 13. Hey, gun. 11.
Garoppolo looks to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Hey, red. Grill green. Ready.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. This is taken just shy of the 10. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Rodgers going to come out throwing. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well.
Oh, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Mahomes going to throw. That's to a former Packer, Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to...
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on second down. Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Throwing is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Jump out!
On first down, Rodgers. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Inside.
Here's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Throw left side, complete to Tony. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Mahomes. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Get 300! Get 300! Look at you!
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. A lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Rodgers to throw once more. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another 1st down. Now Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. Crosby with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now here's Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. be caught by Tony. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll let this go for the end zone. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stretched the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Hey, let's go!
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
43!
Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Finding room at midfield, down the left sideline. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
That's going to be caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster on the touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 and able to get this out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Rodgers now on first down. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Inside. Hey, take 26.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. 5 yards remain on second down.
26. Back north. Get 300. Get 300.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Rodgers again now. Able to find Lazard. And he's got some space here. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown. Allen Lazard, 45 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. The throw down the field caught by his running back. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Mahomes now on first down. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yellow.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 43 yards. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass. It's all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Yellow!
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And again, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yellow!
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Over. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now it's Rodgers. 5-yard line.
26. Jump out.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for 28 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 32-yard line.
Inside. Box it.
Rodgers going to throw. That's taken in by Watson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Take 30. Hey, take 26. Back north. Get right.
Slot man moves right. Rodgers to throw once more. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14.
Get 300! Get 300! Yeah, live.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. Now Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Packers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Jones is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll look to run with Dillon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. They do tack on the extra point as well. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on
Travis Kelce. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 83 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Rodgers with this one into the hands of Watson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Hey, take 26. Jump out.
Back to throw, Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll try and run it in with Jones. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then hand. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen.